Zambia by Oscar Meras, Luz Gonzalez, Lou Lee, Amanda Portillo, and Ryan McGee. Geography. Zambia is located in southern Africa, with Angola to the west, Botswana to the south, the Democratic Republic of Congo to the north, and Tanzania and Malawi to the east. Zambia covers 752,618 square miles and is slightly larger than Texas. Lowest point is the Zambezi River at 329 meters. Highest point, area in Mafinga Hills at 2,201 meters. Zambia terrain consists of mostly plateaus with hills and mountains. Zambia's main lakes are Karibi, Meru, and Tanganyika. Zambia's main rivers, Zambezi, Lungwa, and Victoria Falls. In 2014, it was estimated that there are 14 million people in Zambia. Currently, there are 71 languages and dialects spoken. Most people speak Bombay. The life expectancy is 51 years, with males having a 50.24 life expectancy and women having a 53.48 life expectancy. The population growth rate is 2.88%. There are 42.46 births per thousand people and 12.92 deaths per thousand. In this graph, 46.2% of the population are ages 0 through 14. You can see that Zambia has a large number of people below the reproductive stage. Government. Previously known as Northern Rhodesia, Zambia gained its independence from the United Kingdom on October 24th of 1964. Although Zambia has gained independence, it was not until 1991 that a new constitution was formed, making a multi-party democracy. In this new republic, the country of Zambia has divided into 10 provinces, from which officials could be elected by popular vote. The current president is Michael Sata, who was currently elected in 2011 and became Zambia's 5th president. The three-party system that is used in Zambia is very similar to the United States, with some minor differences. There are 3 branches that consist of the executive, legislative, and judicial, with presidents serving 5-year terms and elected officials serving 5-year terms. Natural resources. Zambia has 10 natural resources. They are copper, cobalt, zinc, lead, uranium, coal, emeralds, gold, silver, hydropower. It is Africa's largest producer of copper and cobalt. Although copper production was affected by low copper prices in the late 1990s, copper production has been increased since 2000. Zambia's waterfalls, lakes, and rivers hold about 35% of southern Africa's water. Economics. Zambia is a country that has been experiencing a decrease in GDP since the revolution in 1964. It is currently under 20% of the world's GDP and is well below some of its close neighbors, such as Botswana and South Africa. Agriculture is 19.8%, industry is 33.8%, and services are 46.5% of its GDP. It became an HIPC in 2005, which is a heavily indebted poor country. The economic social welfare of Zambia is that 42% are considered to be extreme poverty and 62% live below the poverty line. Poverty has gone from 6 million in 1991 to 7.9 million in 2011. Political issues. Zambia's democracy is a work in progress. Areas of improvement include more checks needed against the executive branch, a better connection between the people and political parties, and politicians who place the country and its needs over its corrupt policies. The combination of these issues would potentially have disastrous results in the future for the people of Zambia. While voter turnout isn't bad, considering the majority of Zambians live under the income poverty line, the people's voice in the government is very limited. People in the poverty generally aren't going to have the time nor the means to effectively educate themselves to cast the vote which grants the best representation. Environmental issues. Zambia is facing 3 to 4 potentially environmental issues, which if something doesn't change could lead to a desolate country. These issues are overfishing, deforestation, poaching, and radioactive uranium in water resources. All these issues are well in progress and will continue to be as long as the government remains corrupt and power money hungry. These are all very lucrative practices for now, but the ecosystem just simply cannot keep up. Mining in the Zambezi River basin for uranium is currently underway, and precautions must be taken in order to preserve uranium-free water. Health concerns. Zambia is the 7th country with the highest percentage of the adult population with AIDS or HIV. 12% or 1 million are currently living with it, and 30,000 people die from it each year. There is a very high risk for infectious disease, including bacterial and protozoal diarrhea, hepatitis A, typhoid fever, malaria, dengue fever, schistosomiasis, and rabies. 3.6% of the population is obese, and 14.9% of children under 5 are underweight. Energy. Zambia remains energy resources are electricity, petroleum, coal, biomass, renewable energy. Both energy consumption and production have been increased in the last decade. In addition, the increase in consumption is larger than the production. As shown in the pie chart, wood fuel accounts for about 70% of the total national energy demand, while electricity, petroleum, and coal account for 14%, 12%, and 2% respectively. The following graphs shows the increase in demand of different kinds of resources, except for coal. Agriculture. Arable land is 4.52%, and permanent crops are 0.05%. Other is 95.44%. Although Zambia does grow and export cash crops such as tobacco, maize, cotton, as well as coffee and tea, a large portion of the farming is still subsistent. Crops grown in Zambia: cotton, tobacco, maize, coffee, tea, sugar, lychee, citrus fruit, bananas, mangoes, and wheat.